My ego waffles. I ain't trying to be aggressive, but people look at me like I'm an old man. I came back from resurrecting. They look at me like I came back from the dead, like it's Resident Evil. But they don't even understand that I'm actually more human than you ever can. This is why I'm what you call the ex-human. I'm just different. I'm artistically different. What is up? This is your king of the night, Vincent Valentine EX Turk, coming back at you with a brand new video, a movie review, and this is gonna be a spoiler one. I think I do nothing but spoiler ones, anyways, but it's in the title, so. Yes, I went to go see Thor Ragnarok, and this is actually a little bit later than I did before because I was driving around and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But I had to give a movie honest 9 out of 10. And let's get to, well, we're going to get to the negatives first. The only negative is that they changed Hela's story. Instead of being Loki's daughter, she is Odin's first daughter that got banished by Odin because of her love for war. But I guess it's not too negative because at least they kept her look and they kept her MO and her character. She was still the same character. She still had the costume with the coils in her hair. And let's just be honest, there's a good reason why her name's Hela. You know. But I did that there. I should have done that, but let's edit that out. But no, the movie was good. I like the jokes in this. The jokes are actually wonderful, if anything else, because they're, Marvel movies are known for the jokes, but it didn't push too much. Like, it wasn't agenda pushing. They actually just kept everything perfect. It was kind of a combination of epicness, like big epic battles with 80s music and epic and funny jokes, funny running gags as well. I think this outdid Thor the Dark World, which it was. And what surprised me as kind of a Marvel fan is the fact that they actually had Cinder, I think his name's Cinder, in there. We thought we were going to have to wait a long time before we got him. But Cinder actually ends up being the big hero, which this is going to be a spoiler trailer anyways. I've said that in the beginning, so you can't get mad and put the spoiler word card and any comments saying, oh, spoiler alert. It's going to get deleted, by the way, so don't even waste your time with that. But with other things, yeah, Cinder ends up being the big hero and taking out Hela. Even though Asgard gets destroyed, I have a fan theory that they're going to be going to Earth, which is actually not really a fan theory. It's actually confirmed because even Thor, with the new eye patch that he got, looks kind of like a Odin, but, with short hair and younger, obviously. But, my theory is Loki's gonna be a good guy because the real Loki showed up and helped in the end, and he's gonna, he's gonna put the rest of the people the surviving people from Asgard on Earth. So Earth's gonna become like a new Asgard, pretty much. And I think for my prediction is that Team Thor is gonna be the first to face Thanos. As you see, there's a cameo of Thanos' ship. And probably Loki took that one jewel that Hela wanted, that one Mind Stone that Hela wanted. And I guess, I shouldn't do this, but I think maybe I should raise it up to a 10 just because of my little bias with Kate Blanchett as Hela, but, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be petty. I'm just gonna be petty. I'm gonna be myself. You don't like that, don't watch this channel. Because I'm gonna be myself on here, so I'm gonna say what I think. And the fight scenes were epic. Like, it was like Star Wars, Force Awakens, and Avengers fight scenes, but like the epicness of the fight scenes, even the ones where Thor fought the Hulk, just to get the Hulk to come back to being David Banner, and which took me by surprise that Thor was going to be in this one, because we never knew where Hulk was. We never knew what happened to Hulk, but now we did, which actually answered things really well, and even the Coliseum stuff was pretty epic, even though it's kind of a side story, just to put more, hours into the movie. It did what it needed to do, and that's what's important to me, is if it does what it needs to do, if it does its job to be what it's supposed to be. And it did. It did. You cannot actually hate on this. You know, I think this movie actually did good. Justice League, take notes, by the way. Take notes. But anyways, this was actually a good movie, actually. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because I just said I was going to give it a 10 out of 10. The acting was perfect and everything. I also like the cameo scenes with, Stan Lee being the guy to cut Thor's hair. And then Thor's like, oh, please don't cut my hair, because Stan Lee has that one tool, which I love Stan Lee's cameos. But I gotta say, this is far the most epic one because it actually fit right into the plot perfectly. Not to say any of his cameos doesn't, but it was actually part of the plot, as well, So, of course, but yeah, DC movies could actually take a lot out of Thor Ragnarok. Out of Thor and Ragnarok's book, because it still stayed to the source material. Because, yeah, they did change Hela's past, but she's still the same character we know in the comics, and she still has the coils that she has on her head when she puts the coils on, and she could take it off and on, as well as she's still the same kind of character. She was a war-loving, not war-loving, but she was way too ambitious enough to scare Odin, and that's why Odin froze her up. And, even though, let's be honest, Loki fucked us over, okay? I'm just gonna say it, Loki fucked us over, because sending Odin to Earth, kind of sped up Odin's death. Thus, the seal that Odin had on Hela got broken. So, thanks again. Thank you, Loki. Thank you. Even though he helped in the end, we gotta admit that this fuck up was his fault. Like anything else relating to Thor stuff, it's always Loki's fault. Well, he is the god of mischiefs, but at least Loki became a hero for real this time and actually saved people and didn't betray anyone. He was actually the one who stopped Hela. So I guess I'll take the sin point. From Loki, on the fact that he's the one who grabbed, Cinder's mask and put it in the flame to resummon Cinder to defeat Hela. So, even though it caused the end of Asgard, which was going to happen anyways, there was nothing. I mean, that's what's called Ragnarok, first of all. It's the Norse version of Armageddon. So all the people on Ragnarok, not on Asgard's going to be on Earth. Team Thor's going to face Thanos. That's my prediction. I'm going to stick to that. And may the crystal be with you. Go check it out. And DC movies, take a little bit of note if you can. And may the crystal be with you.